Hey, everyone. Is anybody here? I don't see anyone here. Maybe y'all came here and were like, fuck this guy. He's not even showing up. So I'm a little bit late. Had some issues going on with my alarm clock this morning. Hey, there's somebody. Hey, how's it going? Had some issues with the alarm clock this morning, so I'm a little bit late. Sorry about that. I'm going to adjust the camera here. There we go. That's a little better. All right. And there you can see the nice background we set up here. So, hey, everyone. Welcome to the first ever Tinker Stinker Power Hour. I'm going to be doing this every week for the rest of this season and then start next season every Sunday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. to 12 Eastern. Welcome to it. The goal here is to just basically answer all your last second burning questions that you got for your fantasy day. It's kind of last second. I had sort of some rough issues throughout the week, putting together the benches and bumps videos and things like that. Here we are. I'm doing this as kind of like a, hey, sorry about that. But this is kind of cool. I like doing this. I did a 2-hour show last week for my birthday, and it turned out pretty good. We're rolling here. Let's see. We got our first question going on here. Gods, monks, men. Thank you very much. Hunter Henry or Ebron Henry, right? Yeah, of course, Henry. We love King, or not that King Henry. Different King Henry. He's great though. I mean, it's just ever since Herbert's been in there, ever since he's been QBing. I mean, Hunter Henry's been on one. We all knew like when he was coming into the league that Hunter Henry was going to be the shit. He just needed the right quarterback to throw to him, and now we got it. Rivers is great, and of course, he loves his tight ends, but he had that love affair with Antonio Gates, and it was like he couldn't move on to somebody else until he moved on someone else, and that's what he's done. So anyway, I like Hunter Henry this week. Ebron's not bad though. I mean, he's a good choice. That's a good problem to have if those are your two guys. But anyway, so thank you very much for that. Let's kick things off. But before we continue on here, I want to kick things off with our morning pour here of our breakfast beer of choice. Hey, we're going festive. It's Slayer by Ninkasi. Hey, good stuff. If you've never had it, check it out. I'm not sure if it's like available anywhere, or everywhere. But it's good stuff. If you got it in your store, Ninkasi, they're a great brand. Not a sponsor, but I'd love to be. Hey, anyone from Ninkasi there? What's funny is I actually like one time I used to take care of a guy whose son was like one of the CEOs for Ninkasi or whatever. As a caregiver, I've mentioned it before. I'm a caregiver. I take care of elderly people. But anyway, there we go. Morning pour, first pour of the morning. There we go. Hey, here's to all you. All right. Good luck to everybody this week. Here we go. Good stuff. Yeah, it's it's like kind of like a dark red almost. Anyway, good stuff. Love it. Slayer. It's good. I love the band Slayer. So there you go. It works out. All right. What do we got here? Mario. Welcome, Mario. Who do I start? Evans, Landry, Lockett, diabetes. Well, I would say no to the diabetes, just because that tends to slow people down. I'm not a big fan. Oh, Deante Johnson, I see. All right. I swear to God, it says diabetes. If I had one of those like little things, I might soon do one of those like streaming services where I could like put people's like messages up on the screen, and then you could see that I'm not just fucking being a weirdo. Like anyway, it does say diabetes. Deante Johnson. Evans, you know what? Which two do I start? Evans, definitely. He's a stud. He's a top 10 guy. I mean, he's at least like, I think right now he's at least in the top 12. So he's, right along the borderline of top 10 wide receiver 1 status. So I definitely like Evans there. Brady's throwing to him. Brady's been on one this year. I like that there. Other than that, I'm liking let's see who we got. Landry, Deante Johnson. That's a good bunch there. I would like to see what the rest of your squad looks like, because I mean that's actually a good bunch. and it's hard to really pick between all those guys. I mean, other than like Evans, like right off the bat, boom. I know that's going to be a good play. Let's see, Deante. I love Deante Johnson. I really like what he's got going on there right now with Big Ben. I think he's the number one guy. I think he's overtaken Juju. I think he's ahead of Claypool. Yeah, I really like him. I really like Tyler Lockett as well. I think he's hit and miss, sure, but I just think that the Jets defense is so fucking awful. Everyone's going to have a good day. Hollister's going to have a good day for Seattle. So really, I lean toward Lockett. But the real choice for that second guy, I mean, Evans is right off the bat, but the real choice there is, I think, between Lockett and Johnson. Landry will do all right, but I think Lockett and Johnson will be better. I lean toward Lockett, though. Go with your gut on that one. It's so close in my mind. I don't know if you guys have been watching my new ranking show. But anyway, so close in my mind that I would say go with your gut on that one between Johnson and Lockett. I personally am leaning slightly toward Lockett. So, I mean, hopefully that helps. That's one of the things here is like, I'm not going to, I could just sit here and just name a name and not tell you why or anything like that and not give you any insight. But I'm human. I've been playing this for a long time. Sometimes I got to make those decisions too, like where it really comes down to two guys and I'm asking everybody and everyone's like, I don't know, man. If you could go one way, you could go the other. Hey, sometimes it's a gut call. It really is. Sometimes it's the gut call. Even if I tell you, hey, this guy's going to be better. And you're like, I don't know. I feel a little bit better about this. Go with it. Go with it. Always go with your gut call. All I'm here to do is give you the information that you need, the little insight here and there, some like, the like I guess the hidden information that you need to try to help with that decision. But ultimately, the decision's up to you and your gut. Honestly, that's the best way to go. But yeah, I would say Evans and Lockett on that. See, Tracy, we got Goddard or Ertz. I think with Ertz coming back, it's going to be interesting to see how he plays with Jalen Hurts to Ertz. Oh my God, this will be like a fucking field day for like analysts and announcers out there for that kind of thing. Hurts and Ertz, I'm fucking on. All kinds of jokes can be made there. But anyway, honestly, though, I think Goddard's been taken over there. I think even when Ertz, was in there, he was starting to eat into it and kind of more and more, sort of the way that what to a lesser extent anyway, that Cole Kmet has been eating into Jimmy Graham and his production, and now Kmet's kind of taken over as the main tight end there. I think the same things happen with Goddard and Ertz. And I think with Ertz getting injured, it sort of just like catapulted that a bit, like put a fire under that. I really think that Goddard is the main guy there at tight end. So, I think Ertz could do well, but I'm going to give the nudge, the edge to Goddard there. Thanks, Tracy. Good question. Ryan, welcome. You got a defensive thing here? Good. Colts and Steelers. Defensive questions. As you know, like I don't most weeks with like benches and bumps and things like that, I don't get too much into the defenses. Mostly because what I like to do with defense personally is stream them. Whatever's the best matchup that week. And so I give you guys like a few good streaming defenses. But this week I've got actual defensive rankings up on my show, the new ranking show. So Steelers or Colts. I have the Steelers as a bench this week outside of the top 10, but I mean, we're talking number 11 on my rankings list. So, I mean, it's barely outside of the top 10, and I only have them as a bench. Like if you have other, better options, in this case, the Colts, I have them ranked as number 10. So really, 10, 11 back to back. Again, just like I was saying with the other one, or with what was that with Lockett or Johnson or Landry, you got to go with your gut sometimes between the two of them. I'm gonna say go with the Colts just because I think that Josh Allen is good enough to catapult the Bills into to kind of make it past that barrier that Pittsburgh puts up. I think Josh Allen can do a lot with his legs, a lot with his arm, enough to do some damage on Pittsburgh. Much more so than Derek Carr can. Can Derek Carr do it? Yeah, sure he can. But I think that the Colts defense is good enough to stop him. And Josh Jacobs is starting, but he's banged up. So I don't know. I like the Colts. That's my pick. You're welcome, man. I like the Colts this week. Top 10 defense. They've been fucking killing it all season, honestly. A lot of that's deceptive because they haven't faced a lot of great offenses, quarterbacks, things like that. But even when they do, they're getting the job done there. You gotta respect what they're doing on defense, definitely. So, anyway, while waiting for more questions to come in, hey, we got a new background going on here. A little festive. I love Christmas myself. I love the Yuletide this time of year. That's just what it is. Hey, I know we got to get some lights up on this tree. We're working on it. It's a work in progress. But anyway, so I turn that a little bit. It's harder to see the beer, but whatever. We're fixing things. I'm probably gonna move this over at some point. Hey, we got Batman right here. Hey, he's watching out. He's on our tree. It's good. So with this show, this particular one, the Tinker Stinker Power Hour. Let me explain that a little bit here. So for those who don't know, like the Tinker Stinker, what that is when you sit there on the toilet. You got your phone in hand and you're fucking trying to figure out who you're starting this week. You had your starting lineup already set, but now you're thinking back. You're tinkering a little bit with your lineup. It's your Tinker Stinker. You're making a stinker. You're doing the tinker. And so what this show is to give you the information you need while you're on that stinker, while you're making your stinker and doing your tinker, So whether it be before or afterward, that's what this is about. It's a reference to The League. Which is a show about, fantasy football. If you've never seen it, it's fucking hilarious. Check it out. I think that was like 6 seasons or something like that, 6 or 7 seasons. And it was really good. I wish they'd bring it back. It was a funny show. When it really dug into fantasy football, those of us who are fantasy fans that saw it fucking loved it. Those who weren't fantasy fans and saw it, it was hilarious. Some great comedians on there. Good show, but anyway, so that's kind of where the Tinker Stinker comes from. It's one of the characters on there, Ruxin. That's like his thing. He does his little Tinker Stinker. I fucking thought that was great because we all do that. I mean, we before we even had a name for it. I mean, that's what we did. We sat on the shitter. We fucking go on our phones and we set our lineups. So that's what it is. It's the Tinker Stinker Power Hour, a full hour of me answering your questions, so you can have the power to make it through this week. It's week 14. It's a big week. Some of you, it's the last week of regular season, and for some more of you, it's the either first week or second week of your playoffs. It depends on the league. For me, I'm in the first week of playoffs in a couple of them, and in a couple of them it's my last game of the regular season. Either way, I'm at 4 out of 4 for my leagues. I know only 4 leagues, right, for this guy. I usually have a lot more than that, but, I had to kind of tone it down this year. Got a new baby, trying to focus on doing a show here. So anyway, 4 for 4 in the playoffs. How are you guys doing? Let me know. Let me know how you guys are doing. How many leagues are you in? How many playoffs you in? All right. Hey, Patrick, what's up, my man? With Crowder and Mims out, is Perriman a must start? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Perriman is a must start, I'd say. I really like Perriman's connection with Flacco, but then even after that, when Donald came back in, he was still throwing to Perriman. Like it's like Joe Flacco unlocked Perriman for everybody there, including Donald. So I like Perriman this week. I think that injury sometimes dictates the role, and in this case, he's going to be the main man there. I really like him. I talked to him. He's a bump up for me this week. I wasn't sure about the status of Crowder, and whether or not he was going to play, or what was going on with that injury. And even so, is he banged up? What exactly is going on there? I really like Perriman. I think that he was underrated last year. For those of you who are playing last year, I think that it was a big like toward the end of the season, like Perriman came on, and a lot of people were like, no, I'm not starting him. But he was like killing it. Like, I don't know. He's a good talent. And for some reason, toward the end of seasons, he just seems to put it on. And I'm looking at some like injury stuff here just to kind of make sure that we're on it. I mean, he was like, it looks like, okay, so Crowder tweaked his, for those of you who don't know, okay, so Crowder had tweaked his calf in practice on Thursday, and wasn't actually able to practice Friday. Coming in today, questionable. And it looks like from the reports I'm seeing, he's not going to play. So, yeah, I mean, definitely go with Perriman. Good start this week. Heather, hey, Heather, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. Jacobs or Elliott? As of right now, you've got Elliott in there. Stick with that. I think that Zeke in this game, I think he's going to have a lot better game than in previous, just because of the quarterback situation. Andy Dalton's starting to learn a little bit more about the system there. He's starting to get more comfortable. And that's the thing, is like people forget, like Andy Dalton, he was never really that bad of a quarterback. I mean, the system in the Bengals system just wasn't all that great for him. But he could throw the ball. He could be accurate. He can be serviceable. I think that he'll keep that game afloat enough to where Zeke will have a good day. I think that Jacobs is just too banged up. I don't like it. I don't like that matchup. I just think that with the Raiders, it's so volatile there. I mean, it's so hard to predict a good game. You'd say they're going to have a bad game, then all of a sudden they have a good game. You're like, okay, check this out. They've got the Seattle Seahawks. They've got this amazing match. They don't do shit. They don't do a fucking thing. The Raiders are so fucking frustrating. I mean, that's really the best word for them. In fact, I said that about earlier in the week, I said that about Aguilar. I said how it's like really frustrating to figure out the Raiders offense. And, that's where I'm at here. Just because of the volatility and the injury concern and things like that. He's still banged up. Even if he's playing, I got to go with Zeke on that one. Thank you very much for your question there, Heather. Good luck to you this week for sure. My man, Mike. Hey, for those of you who don't know, I've got a Patreon set up. So that way, if you want access, like one-on-one direct access with me, you can just ask me questions all week. It's $5 a month. Not a bad deal to, pick my brain whenever you want. Hey, it's cool. I've got some other things on there where you can get phone calls and shit like that. So check out my Patreon. Should be in the description there below. See if there's something that helps you out. You get first dibs on your questions for my live shows. As time goes on, my live shows are going to get more and more and more people. Okay. I've been piling up the people, getting more subscribers and things like that. So, right now it's kind of light, but pretty soon you're going to want to be paying that little $5. It's not even the price of a fucking cup of coffee at Starbucks, right? You pay like $5. Boom, there you go. One of those times you go through Starbucks, some guy pays for your coffee. Boom. Hey, take that money, give a donation to my Patreon, and then you have access to you have access to me, my brain, my information, everything that I got for you, 24 hours a day. I'll fucking wake up at 2 a.m, answer your questions, your burning questions, fucking whatever. Thank you very much, Mike. So sorry about that. Let's get to your question here. You need 2 in the flex: Thielen, Dobbins, Debo, Deante Johnson, who apparently has the nickname Diabetes now. Scroll up if you don't know. Chark Jr., Duke Johnson, Ty Johnson. Well, you've giving me a lot of options here. Thielen, first off, boom. Don't even need to think about it. Thielen, put him out there. Good game, good guy. He said it and forget it. Don't ever don't take him out for any reason. No reason to take him out. As far as the rest of it goes here, all in all, let's see. Is this PPR? Oh, standard. Okay. Standard, a lot of people are talking about Ty Johnson. He's going to be all right, but remember, he's on the Jets. So his ceiling is not going to be that high. His floor maybe a little high, but nothing for the ceiling. I give Duke Johnson actually the edge there over those two. But honestly, I'm going to go with Deante Johnson this week. I think that Deante is he's killing it. All right. I think that the Bills are going to be, scoring a lot. Josh Allen's going to have that offense running. Okay, it's going to be them. You got Pittsburgh. They're going to need to come back into it. Hey, the main man there is Johnson right now. It ain't Juju no more. Claypool's in there sometimes, but hey, Deante Johnson is the number one guy. I said that coming into the season. I said, hey, by the end of the season, forget about Juju. It's going to be all about Johnson. Love him. So that's what I'm saying. Go with Johnson. Go with Thielen. That's what I'm thinking there. Let's see. Starters at running back, Kamara and Taylor. Yeah, dude, fucking right there, man. I think that, with all the time, I told everybody last week, that's the thing. I told everybody last week, hey, I think Kamara is I think all this hype about the foot, there's some foot issues, sure. But I think really the problem was just Kamara needed to talk to the coaches and be like, hey, listen, I'm not getting the production I was. You see what can happen when I get that production. Hey, give me the rock. And he was given the rock, and look what he did. You see, and I don't think that they're going to move away from that. I think that the squeaky wheel got the grease. I said, I smelled the squeaky wheel thing going on. Boom, there it is. All right, so I say Kamara is a wonderful start this week. I love Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is my bump up of the week at running back, honestly. I think that this kid is going to be great. I think they finally figured it out there for the Colts. They were like, all right, yeah, this kid's good. Hines is still going to get a little bit of his. Wilkins, you can toss him out. He's, change of pace back at best. I think that Hines is going to do fine as pass catching. It's kind of like, it reminds me of like Gibson and J.D. McKissick in Washington, although Gibson's out, for this game. So, by the way, big up to McKissick for this game. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I think it's where both are viable because you got one guy who's hitting it, between the tackles, and the other guy who's catching passes on the outside from guys who like to check down, older quarterbacks that like to check down, Rivers and Alex Smith. But anyway, so yeah, those are a good shot. That's a good choice there. Kamara, I love Taylor. Wide receiver Adams, fuck, dude, you're killing it this week. You got Adams in there, and then you got Thielen, and now you're gonna put in Deante Johnson. Man, you're gonna kill it this week. You're heading to the championship, Mike. Hey, good luck. This guy was telling me that his season turned out. He said he was like 0-6 or some shit, and then found my videos, turned his fucking season around, and now he's trying to head into playoffs. Mike, you're a good man. Love you. All right, what else we got here? We got Patrick at QB, Hill or Rivers. Man, I like Rivers this week. I do. I think that Taysom Hill's fine. I think that I actually have Taysom Hill as a bench this week just because I don't like the matchup. I think people are, they're starting to key in on what he's doing. He's kind of gadgety. That gadgetness just, it only lasts so long, right? Right. So, I like Phillip Rivers. This is not by too much, but I think that him facing the Raiders, I think that he's got a good matchup. I think he's been really turning it on with T.Y. Hilton lately. He's got Pittman in there. He's got his guys he likes to throw to. He's got the tight ends, dude. I mean, he's sitting pretty right now. He's doing really good. Taysom Hill, I mean, that Philadelphia, it's just going to be a weird game because you got Jalen Hurts in there. And I think it's just going to be some weird sort of defensive sort of thing. If it was Drew Brees in there, you might see a lot of scoring. In this case, I think it's going to be more, running, conservative kind of play. I think that, they want to keep Taysom Hill they want to keep him around for the playoffs. He's a good gadget guy. Him teamed up with Breeze, so I don't think they're going to put him in harm's way too much. I think, I don't know. I like Phillip Rivers better this week. What can I say? Which beer are you drinking this morning? I've got, you must have missed it. I got Slayer right here, Ninkasi Brewing Company. I don't know if you can see that. Slayer. Yeah, Slayer. It's good shit, but hey, I'll take a drink. Yeah, it's good. Love this stuff. I like dark beers personally. That's just the way I go. This is kind of a dark red. It's good. It's good. It's got that kind of that almost like a coppery red flavor to it. I know. I like it. It's good stuff. One of the better seasonal beers. I like that one. I like Jubilee Ale. They're both pretty good. I should do a beer podcast. That That would be interesting. I love beer. I love handcrafted, home brewed beer. I haven't actually brewed a beer myself. I really should. But anyway, so yep, good question there. Good beer. All right, Mike, you got another thing here. Panthers or Niners defense? All right, got a couple of them. Let's start off with that one. That's tough. I like them both. I like the Panthers. I like the Niners on D. I'm going to give the slight edge to the Panthers though, just because of their matchup. Denver doesn't know what the fuck they're doing on offense. I mean, I know that they got Drew Lock back there and he's doing all right. But it seems like every week it's a fucking scramble for who the fuck's going to play what position and who's going to be the guy there. It's just so confusing and volatile, and I don't like it. I don't like betting on the Denver offense, honestly. I actually like Melvin Gordon this week, probably more so than the quarterbacks. But as far as defenses go, yeah, I mean, I think the Panthers lately have been turning on. It's kind of like the Seahawks where they were doing kind of shit. And then all of a sudden, their defensive coordinator fucking put a boot up their ass, and now they've been playing a lot better since. So I'm going to give the slight edge to the Panthers. You really can't go wrong either way. I think that San Francisco is going to have a great game defending against Alex Smith. And without Antonio Gibson there, I mean, yeah, J.D. McKissic's going to do fine. But I just, I see that the defensive scheme of Robert Saleh is just like, it doesn't matter who we have in there. We can have our third stringers in there. We're still going to fucking compete. So I like the Niners this week, but I'm going to give the side edge to the Carolina Panthers. And then you say Jonnu Smith or Jordan Reed this week. It was kind of a surprise to me that Jonnu even played. I thought that he was going to be out again another week, which I thought would have been too bad because I think that this is his last chance at a good week. I think it's his last good matchup of the season. So I'm going to go with Jonnu Smith. I love Jordan Reed. Don't get me wrong. Hey, I'm a Niners fan. I've loved Jordan Reed even when he was on the Washington team. But he just was so injury prone. It's hard to trust him. But but as long as he's playing and healthy, he's a good guy. But Jonnu Smith this week, I'm going to give the edge to. I just really like his matchup this week. I didn't know that he was going to be in. I had Anthony Firsker in as a good start. But with him coming back, yeah, dude, Jonnu is like top 10. Like I'm going to say right around 7 or 8, right around that Noah Fant, Dallas Goedert kind of area. Like, Fant, Goddard, Andrews, Jonnu Smith. That's kind of the tier of the second or third tier of tight ends there. So anyway, yeah, no, I really like Jonnu this week. So thank you for that question there. We got 7 teams. You got tons of questions. Hey, you know what? You're paying your $5 a month for me. I appreciate that. I'll answer all your questions you got. 7 teams, whatever questions you got, that's fine with me. All right, Eckler, Carson, McKissick, need 2 at PPR. Oh man, I'm gonna go Eckler. I just think that he came back, he blew it up last week. Not as good. But I think that he's got a much better matchup this week. And, I really like Eckler a lot this week. Carson and McKissick, huh? Chris Carson's interesting because people are always, we don't know about him. But here's the thing with Chris Carson, okay? He's a great talent. He fucking crushes it between the tackles. The problem is he's injury prone. You never know. It's not just like he'll get injured and then he'll be out a few games and he'll get injured throughout the game. Like he'll be playing and then all of a sudden you'll see Travis Homer in there. And you're like, what the fuck? Why is Travis Homer in there? Oh, because Carson went down for a few plays or for a few series or whatever. Oh, he's in the blue medical team. Oh, he's back out there. So by the time the day ends, he's only got 10 fantasy points, but he's only played half the game. So when he plays a full game, when you extrapolate that out to a full game, you're looking at a 20-point-a-game guy. He really is. So if he could play the full game, you're looking at a good, solid 20 points right there. The problem is he going to play the full game? So you got to wonder, you got to think about that. That's something you got to mull over in your mind. Do we think that Chris Carson is going to play a full game? You can't bet on injury. So that's why I lean with Chris Carson. I think that he's got an amazing matchup just you got to be salivating at this matchup. New York Jets. He's fucking ready, dude. He's gonna fucking bust it up. The problem is, are they gonna bust him up? Like I said, you can't bank on that, so go with Chris Carson. Although J.D. McKissic, I think, will have a good game. I think he will. I think that he is the pass catching back there. I know that Peyton Barber is going to come in and do some work. They're saying, oh well, he's really the replacement. He's really the replacement for Antonio Gibson. Yeah, bullshit. I mean, maybe on paper, sure, but I think J.D. McKissic's going to be getting more of the work. He's going to be getting more touches. I think Captain Check Down, Alex Smith, is going to be checking down to him, get some screens going. So I like him, but Chris Carson, man, as long as he's healthy, he's a top 10 back every week, and especially against these Jets. Good question, man. Good question. Niners at Chiefs. Hey, got to go with the Niners on that one. I love the Chiefs D. I think that they're it's weird, the Chiefs D. It's like they're either underrated or overrated. They're never really rated exactly where they're supposed to be. And I think I personally have their rating pretty good right there as the 7th best defense at Miami. I think that the Miami defense is good enough to even generate some scoring, get them close down, shorten the field a bit for Tua. Tua doesn't get a lot of yardage. Tua doesn't get a lot of numbers for yardage, but he leads the team to score. I think that the Miami team is a lot tougher than people give them credit for. I think Tua's going to be a good quarterback. I don't know if he's going to be really great for fantasy purposes, but he knows how to lead a team and knows how to win. It's kind of like a rich man's Tim Tebow. Hey, that's just how I feel. So, yeah, no, I want to go with the Niners this week. I think that, Alex Smith, there's a little bit of thought about Alex Smith doing like a revenge game kind of thing, but I don't know. There's a little bit of that maybe, but not enough to sway me to say, sit the Niners. No. I think that they're going to be good. Like I said, without Gibson there, I think that, they're going to be struggling to run the ball. I think that the Niners are good at stopping that. They're going to take McKissic. They're going to keep him in check at very least. All right. I think that they're going to hone in on Scary Terry. Actually, you know what? The Sims guys, I think that they could have a big game. Both the Sims could have a big game. All right, Joey, what's up, my man? Joey, am I good leaving in Cutie in my lineup? Should I start Jacobs? Should I keep Gio in my flex? I would go Jacobs over Gio, even with the injury concern. Gio, ever since Burrow went out, man, he just hasn't been the same. Love the mustache, hate his production. What can I say? But Jacobs is a big talent, even with that injury. I just think that it's a better matchup. I think he's a better talent. I definitely would keep him in there, and Cutie in your lineup, definitely. I mean, especially with Cooks going down. All right, so he's like, you got him in there. I think Cutie's gonna have a good game. I really do. All right, we're about halfway through, a little over halfway through here, so this is good. Hopefully this is helpful to you guys. I really want to see you guys. I want to see all of you that are on here asking these questions. I want to see you next week asking questions for the next round. All right, I want to help you guys get into the next round. I want to get in the next round. Here we go. Week 14, big week. All right, strategy. That's a cool name. All right, real quick strategy. I'm going to get to you here, but Mike's got another question. Hey, he's a Patreon, one of my patrons, one of my super freaks, as I call it. They always get first dibs. All right, you want first dibs? Check out my Patreon link right there. $5 a month, and you get you're a VIP. All right, hey, that ain't much compared to the other guys who want like $8, $10, $15. Hey, $5, and you're a VIP for me. That's all. All right. So what do we got here? McLaren, Cooper, Hopkins, Landry, Shepard, need 3 in PPR. Scary Terry, definitely. Amari Cooper and Hopkins. Boom. There it is. Easy. Landry and Shepard I like, but those 3, man, McLaren, Cooper, Hopkins. I love Cooper this week. I think that there's a connection going on now, finally, between him and Dalton. I think that's actually becoming a thing. McLaurin, Scary Terry, dude, the guy is he's on fire. What can I say? I mean, he's really great this year. I fucking got him as my fourth wide receiver this year. I got him as a steal. Man, I love him. Love Scary Terry. I know the Niners, they're all right, but against the pass, they're a little weak right now. I'd say that they're much better against the run, so you can get away with it in the passing game. So yeah, I definitely think that that Scary Terry's a good option there. Cooper, like I said, and then Hopkins, dude, you can't say Hopkins. D-Hop's the fucking man. Nuke's the man. All right, start those three. Good question. Strategy. Let's get to yours here. Let's see. Should I start Amari Cooper, Deante Johnson, or Mike Davis as the flex? All right. So my first question then is PPR, non-PPR, half PPR. That's going to make a big difference on things. I'm going to take a drink real quick. So excuse me. So strategy, if you can tell me if it's PPR, non-PPR, or what. Until then, I'm gonna give you a little bit of an answer here. I like Mike Davis. I mean, especially if we're talking standard. If we're talking standard, my answer is Mike Davis. I think that with Run CMC going down, Mike Davis he's been doing really well. He's been a serviceable replacement. He hasn't been quite the high level RB1, of course, top tier guy that CMC would be, but he's been at least a high level RB2, if not a low level RB1 most weeks. It's a half point PPR, yeah. That makes it, puts a little more perspective on it. I still like Davis for the floor. If you want to go higher ceiling, go with Johnson, honestly. I like Cooper this week, but I think that you're going to get a better floor with Davis and you're going to get a better ceiling with Johnson. So I think that makes Cooper kind of the odd man out with that. And I like Deante Johnson better than Cooper this week too, just all in all. But if you're going between Johnson, if it was a full point PPR, I might then lean a little more toward Johnson. Half point, that makes it difficult. Really, you're looking at probably 15 points apiece. 15 points for Johnson, 15 points for Davis. So really go with your gut on that one. My gut says Davis. All right, I wish I could give you a more definitive answer than that, but there it is right there. I like Davis at the flex. I think that he's, like I said, he's got the higher floor. You want the high ceiling. So I answer a lot of questions that way. A lot of people ask, like, okay, should I start this guy? Well, sometimes it comes down to they're so close, they're so even in my rankings that I'm like, hey, you know what? Some guy has a better upside, like a higher ceiling, and another guy a little higher floor. So the question that you got to ask yourself is, look at the rest of your team. Do you think you got it? Are you projected to win like by 20 points or so? Hey, go with the guy with the higher floor. Get the solid production. But if you're like, projected to lose by a bunch and you need some home run, hit 'em plays, fuck, dude. In those cases, go with the higher ceiling. I'd say Johnson's got the higher ceiling. I think Davis has the higher floor. I think that the higher ceiling for Johnson is not so much higher than the floor that than Davis has a higher floor. I'm leaning toward Davis. I like it. Thank you for your question. So yeah, what else we got here? So anyway, this show, the Tinker Stinker Power Hour, is something I'm going to be doing every week, and I'll be getting more and more people in. Now, of course, we're reaching the end of the fantasy. Certainly fantasy regular season, but also the fantasy playoffs, the regular season of the NFL. Week 17 is coming up soon. Hey, week 16 is championship week, but some people still have championships in week 16 or 17. Like last year, I was in the ESPN league. It's kind of like where you get the 2-week playoff thing. I'm sure some of you know about that. So like you get 2 weeks per round. So a lot of people are playing in week 17. I'll still be here for you. After week 17, I'm going to be going down to one show a week. I'm going to be doing a DFS show. So for those of you who don't play daily fantasy, check it out. DraftKings, FanDuel, whatever you like. I play a lot of it myself. I've been getting better and better and better at it. I've been learning how to play it, how to set stacks, how to, do the comebacks and things like that. So I'll be going over that. If you're new to DFS, it'll be a good show to watch because it'd be kind of like a DFS 101 meets advice. So who to start that week, who to slide in that week, who to play in tournaments, who to play in cash, things like that. So if you're into DFS, you're going to love it. If you're not into DFS, hey, it might just get you into it. So look out for that. That's going to be coming after week 17. So, but for now, we'll continue to do this. We'll continue to, so this coming week, I've got 3 shows. I'm going back to 3 shows. I had kind of a rough week last week. A lot of, I got called in to work extra shifts for, like I said, I'm a caregiver. I've got a guy who, he needed extra help. One of his caregivers was out because she was going to the funeral for her mom. Hey, I'm not going to leave someone hanging like that. Of course not. So, that comes first. My family comes first. My job, caring for these people comes first, and then fantasy football. So, hey, fantasy football is number 3 on the list. That's pretty good. More so than sleep. Jay, just ask my girlfriend about that. All right. I definitely sacrifice the sleep more so than family and everything else. But anyway, but next week I'm going to be doing on Monday. So tomorrow morning I've got my early waiver wires. Those are coming out. Look for those top 10 waiver wire early show. And then Wednesday I'm going to be doing this rankings thing. So for those of you who saw this last, it's kind of like this mishmash I did of rankings and the benches and bumps. We're going to go back to separating those. I'm going to be doing a benches and bumps show and a ranking show. So I got the ranking show coming out on Wednesday. I'm going to have my full ranks on there, and then benches and bumps as usual on Friday. So yeah, 3 shows next week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's kind of like the schedule that I like. And then of course on Sunday you get your Tinker Stinker Power Hour, and hopefully I'll be getting more people in there. Sorry, it's been kind of light. I fucking thought about this like last second, threw it up together. So those who actually showed up, shit, hey, thank you for coming. Thank you for making this like worthwhile. We got like 18 minutes left to go. So, if you've got more questions, bring them in. Hell, if they're not fantasy football related questions, I don't give a shit. I'll fucking answer everything. What do you think of the new backdrop? Is this better? Is this cool? Whatever. I like it. I'm like I said, I'm a Christmas guy. I love the Christmas time of year. I love having all the, my decorations up and shit. It's fun. It's cool. It's festive. It's good. I got the beer on the other side now. Oh, look at that. Fancy. We're really changing shit up. Anyway, God's amongst men. Awesome, bro. Keep it up. Cheers and 420. 420, right? Yeah. Hey, like last week, so on my birthday show, I have brought my bong. We're smoking that. So I don't got the bong this week. Maybe I'll bring it out next week. We'll see. My thought on it was this: like I love smoking, and I'm a 420 guy. I live in one of the states where it's legal. Badass birthday show. Yeah, man, I thought it was a lot of fun. I loved it. Next year, though, is going to be even bigger. 4-0. I'll be turning the 4-0 next year. 39 right now, 4-0. The 40th birthday next year is going to be huge. So hopefully y'all stick around with me through next season because it's going to be a big one. A lot of fun, 2-hour show. So I usually do an hour show on Sundays, but my birthday show is a 2-hour show. Anyway, a lot of fun. We'll probably be smoking more than. My thought on it is this: like, all right, a lot of us, smoke the bud. It's all good, and I don't mind doing that. It's fun. But I'm sitting here trying to answer your fantasy football questions. So some people might be like, "What the fuck is this guy doing? Getting high to answer my questions?" I don't trust that shit. Fuck that. Go away. No, man. I know I'm okay. I know if I take some hits, I'm going to fucking give you not only a good answer, but fucking I might give you a cookie recipe on top of it. Hey, you never know. So I like it. It works for me, but it just like, some people are turned off by that. They're like, hey, smoke afterwards. Answer my questions now, answer jockey. But anyway, either way, I might just bring the bong back. I might, who knows? This is kind of a see as it goes sort of thing. So anyway, for those who are smoking, what you smoking today? What you got? what brand? What's your favorite strain? Personally, my favorite strain of bud is Blue City Diesel. If you've never heard of it, try it out. It's known as like Blueberry Diesel some places, or Blue Diesel, but for most of the places I go anyway, it's called Blue City Diesel. This shit's the fucking bomb. It's like the best of both worlds. It's a hybrid, so you get like, you get the relaxing body high of the indica, but you're not too fucking spacey or couch locked. You can actually do stuff. It gives you enough of that sativa buzz to where you're enjoying everything. It enhances everything you're doing, but it doesn't have the paranoia that comes with sativa sometimes. It's the most perfect strain, and that's my favorite. San Fernando Valley, that's some good shit too. I like that. Heather, hey, how's it going? Another good question here. Better stash, DJ Moore, Cutie, Ayuk, Ty, or Antonio Brown? And I'm guessing, is this Dynasty? For keeper Dynasty League, better stash? That's a good question. Well, let's see. So let's break this down. DJ Moore, at the beginning of the season, was kind of falling out in that offense. Just because, so Matt Rule has like this connection with Robbie Anderson. See, when they were at Temple together, Robbie Anderson was kind of Matt Rule's. It's in redraft. I'll get to that in a second. But anyway, so I think that it's for the playoff stash. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, gotcha. I got you, Heather. Hold on. So DJ Moore, like beginning of the season, was falling out because of that, because Robbie Anderson has that connection with Matt Rule going back to Temple. He was sort of Matt Rule's pet project, so to speak. But as the season goes on, Matt Rule is like, oh yeah, I got this guy DJ Moore who's fucking killing it, who was killing it last year, and now he's starting to play better. I really like him. I think that when he's healthy anyway, he's good, and I think that he'll be back soon. He's got the whole COVID thing and all that. But I think he's going to be back soon, and he's going to be playing well. For the rest of this season, man, let's take a look. Okay, so Brandon Cooks, with the whole injury thing, I told you he was more banged up than I thought he was. Or he was more banged up than everyone else thought he was. I was like, I don't know about Cooks, man. His health does not seem right. Ever since he had that big hit, that concussion, he's out of the protocol. But it's just he's been fucked with, like here and there. He's got issues. So honestly, I like Cutie. I definitely do. Ayuk's great, but he's competing with Debo, Antonio Brown's whatever. So for me, for this season, it's between T.Y. Hilton and Kiki Cutie. And I say T.Y. Hilton, I lean toward, unless this Brandon Cook situation gets really bad. Then I definitely go with Cutie in that situation. So it's T.Y. Hilton barely if Cooks is okay. If Cooks is having trouble rest of the season, go with Cutie. Great question, Heather. Great question. Good luck to you this week. I want to continue seeing you on these chats. All right. Hopefully I'll see you next week as well. Robert Cohen. Hey, how's it going, my man? Godwin, Crowder, Lazard, Parker. Hey, you need 3, so sit one of those, all right? And it's a 1-point PPR. Godwin, Crowder, Lazard, Parker. Whew. I like Godwin. I like Crowder. Let's take it. Yeah, I like Godwin. Probably, I'd say I like Godwin best out of that group. I think Crowder's not playing, right? Or he's at least really, really banged up. I've been seeing someone tell me one way or another, because I've been seeing these. You're welcome. You're welcome, Heather. I've been seeing a lot of mixed things going on this, on whether or not Crowder's playing. Some people are saying that he is. Some people are saying that he's not. So if I can get a definitive answer on that, that'd be great. From what I'm seeing, he's either not playing or he's going to be like severely limited. So I definitely want to go away from that. So give me Lazard and Parker. Godwin, Lazard, Parker. There you go, Robert. Another question here, Brady or Herbert? Herbert. Herbert's got a great matchup this week. he's definitely, if you could, he was like, I think he had him as my bump of the week for quarter. No, I had Tannehill as my bump of the week. Herbert is a close second because, I mean, dude, the guy's a stud, but I mean, he's even going to have a great week. We're talking top 3. Herbert is top 3 this week. Start him up. Brady's going to be okay, but Herbert, start him up. All right? Good question. Mike, my man Mike, here we go. CEH, Jacobs, Gordon, Ty Johnson, Duke Johnson. You need 2 unless you sit AB at flex. Adams, Deante. Yeah. Sit AB. All right, says you need 2. So that means you need 3? All right, give me CEH. I think he's going to be good this week. Give me Josh Jacobs. Even with that injury, they do this thing all the time. Hey, this guy's injured, and then all of a sudden he fucking blows it up. All right, that could happen. I think Josh Jacobs is enough of a talent that even when he's injured, you're looking at a decent enough game. I like him there. I do. CEH, Jacobs, and then Duke Johnson. I'm going to go with Duke Johnson over Gordon and Ty Johnson. I think that with David Johnson going down, Duke has played well in his stead in the past. I think he's going to do it again. I think that he can do the 3-down role because he's a pass catching back anyway. So in PPR especially, Duke Johnson I think is the third guy there. CEH, Jacobs, Johnson. I like all 3 of them over Antonio Brown. So that's my answer for you, Mike, and good luck to you as well. 10 minutes left. Hey, we're at the home stretch here. Murray or Herbert? I'll get to that in just a sec. So here's the deal. I don't think that Kyler Murray is going to fuck things up like everyone else does. Everyone thinks, he's got, some banged up shoulder issue, shit like that. I think, personally, that Kyler Murray is going to fucking turn it on. He's going to turn it on in this game. He wants to prove that he hasn't lost a step. He wants to prove that, that the first half of the season hasn't, that he hasn't fizzled out, that he's still the same quarterback he was at the beginning of the season when he was fucking killing it like a goddamn regular football and fantasy football pimp. He was fucking killing it, man. I love Kyler Murray. Going into this season, what I was saying was people were like, well, who's the next Lamar Jackson? I said it's going to be one of 2 guys. I said it's Kyler Murray and it's Josh Allen. All right? I have 4 leagues. 2 of them I have Kyler Murray, 2 of them Josh Allen. I'm in the playoffs in all 4. I think it was a good call. Now, as far as this week goes, though, I just like Herbert. I love that matchup with Atlanta. Oh, my gosh. Dude, if he doesn't fucking kill it, if he doesn't just fucking like 30 burger today, 30 burger or bust for Herbert. Honestly, he's got to fucking kill today, right? If he doesn't kill today, man, I don't know. I'll give up this job. No, I'm just kidding. I won't. I'll still be here for you. But anyway, no, definitely Herbert. Even though I do like Kyler Murray, I don't think he's going to drop off like everyone else does. But I like Herbert better, all right? All right, so we're, like I said, we got about 8 minutes left. Hey, whatever you guys need. We got thoughts on Calvin Ridley today. Here are my thoughts on Calvin Ridley. He's going to fucking blow it up. I think that without – okay, so without Julio there, I don't think Matt Ryan's going to have a good game. It's just history shows that without Julio in the lineup, Matt Ryan doesn't have a good game. However, that doesn't mean Ridley ain't going to have a good game because I think that, Matt Ryan's going to throw the ball. He's a quarterback. That's what he does, all right? I think he's going to be throwing the ball to the other team a couple times maybe, but when he does throw to his team, it's going to go to Calvin Ridley, like a huge percentage of the time. You're going to get a little bit of Hurst in there, maybe a little Gage, maybe a little Blake, all right? But for the most part, maybe a little Powell even. But for the most part, like I'd say 80% of, maybe that's a big number. I will say like 60, 70% of the targets are going to go to Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley is going to have a great game. I know that because of this, knowing this shit, knowing what a great talent he is, I know that the Chargers are probably going to key in on him a little bit. It isn't going to fucking matter. This is Calvin Ridley. This guy can get open, all right? Calvin Ridley is going to fucking kill it today. I think he's a top 10 wide receiver at least. I mean, I might bump him up to top 5. I have him as my 7th ranked wide receiver. But I think that he could easily be in the top 5 there. So yeah, Calvin Ridley, wonderful week this week. Love him, love him, love him, love him. Hell yeah, fucking kill it this week. Gods amongst men, gods amongst men. Kill it this week. Win your fucking matchup. Thanks, great show. Hey, good luck to you too, my man. Good luck to everyone out there. We're down to the last 5 minutes. So bring it in. You got some more questions. You got some things. Get it off your chest. Here's your time. You got 5 minutes. The 5-minute stretch. All right, here we go. We're gonna finish off this beer because that's what I do. Ebron, Komet, or Reed, PPR. Mike, good question. Ebron, Komet, Reed. Hey, I like Cole Komet this week. I really think that I think he's got a good matchup. I think that he's been taking over that tight end position. I think that's his. It's his field. It's his tight end position there now. Jimmy Graham is done. I think this. If this isn't Jimmy Graham's last year, I mean, what is, right? Like he might still play next year, barely, like as a backup. But honestly, I think that that his time is gone. He can ride off into the sunset, whatever. All right. I think Cole Komet is the better guy there, honestly. But compared to Reed and Ebron this week, I like Ebron. Ebron's a top 5 guy this week. I think that Buffalo's good on defense, but their biggest weakness is against the tight end. And Ebron, that guy, I mean, he's good for like fucking 10 to 12 points every goddamn week. No, he's not going to get you 20 points, but he ain't going to get you much less than 10. I mean, he's solid. I mean, talk about a solid top 10. He's not going to be in the top 3, but he's not going to go outside the top 10. I think he's like, right there in the middle. He's just kind of like a middle of the top 10 guy every week. Eric Ebron's killing it this year. Love it. Love Ebron this year. Thank you. Good question there, Mike, as always. Thank you so much, everybody who came for this first ever Tinker Stinker Power Hour. So if you're not on the toilet already, get on there, plant it down, spend the next hour tinkering around, fucking changing around your shit. Hey, people are like, oh, don't tinker with your stuff. Set your lineup and forget it. Hey, that's talk for losers. All right. Those are the people who fucking set their lineup at the beginning of the week and then they fuck off the rest of the week and look, oh shit, so-and-so's injured. They didn't take him out of the lineup and now they're fucked. All right. No, look at your shit seriously, like up until like 2 minutes before the fucking game. All right. Just constantly do what you need to do. Look up information. All right. Here it is. You're here on this show. You're asking questions. You're getting some answers. Take those answers. Go take, do your number 2. All right. Do your business. Get on the phone. Look around. Do your tinkers. Make your changes. Do what you need to do. All right. Hey, it's the fantasy playoffs or the last week, at least the fantasy regular season for some of us. But it doesn't matter. It's basically playoffs no matter what. All right. This week, you got to win. You can't lose. Got to win this week. Check, double check, make sure, you look at things like weather, that you're looking at, the injury report and shit like that. All right. So be careful about that. Good luck to everybody going forward. I'm going to finish off this beer. All right, here we go. For those of you who've got a beer sitting there with me, let's lift our glasses, shake your asses. Let's down this shit. Good luck to you all in week 14. And here it is to the playoffs. We're going to make it, baby. We're making it to the playoffs and straight through to the championship with me on your side. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Salute. All right. Cheers to y'all. Take your drink. Take your hits. Smoke your bongs. You got J's you want to fucking puff down? Fucking blunts? Go for it. Whatever you do your ritual. Here it is. Your morning ritual. Get your morning ritual going. Get it on the toilet. Smoke a bowl. Fucking do a little dance. Play a drum. Dude, I just got some like fucking bongos for my birthday, man. Good shit, dude. I'll fucking play a little drum thing. Maybe I'll bring them on sometime. Play a little good luck drums for you. I don't know. Whatever you need to do, whatever your routine is to get ready, go do it right now. You got an hour to fucking get shit ready. Let's do this. All right. It's week 14. It's the first week of the playoffs or last week of regular season. Whatever it is, it's a crucial week. Go out there and fucking kill it. All right. I'm going to see you all on Monday with my early waiver wire show. All right. And I'll see you all next Sunday with another Tinker Stinker Power Hour. All right. Because all of you, each and every one of you watching, you're going to fucking win your week this week. And I'm going to see you again next week because you're going to be in the next round of the playoffs. All right. So we'll see you then. Until then. All right. I'm out. Peace. Love you all. Take care.